So yeah, this video is long overdue. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC. Welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome to finally in August, actually no, not August, in September of 2018, the Blood of the Dead Things People Say. If you don't know what Things People Say is, basically what I do is I take your guys' comments and your feedback about a specific question or topic about Call of Duty Zombies on this channel, and we just discuss what you guys say. It's what this channel is all about. It's all about community, baby. All about community. And yeah, this Things People Say was supposed to come out like 2 years ago, but I just didn't have time, man. I had to, when all this stuff happened and I was trying to make these videos, I was preparing to leave for a trip, and I went to Texas and I had to go to ZWC, and I just didn't have time to edit this video before my trip. And then my computer broke on my trip, my laptop, so I couldn't edit on there either. So I've just decided to just completely record the thing now in September and finally talk about what you guys said about the Blood of the Dead intro cinematic, which was revealed back in the Comic-Con panel in July. I know it's been a while, but look, at least I keep my promises, all right? We still have the video here. It's here, it finally happened. It's not gonna be a firebow tutorial on this channel, okay? I'm looking at you, Noah. Stop! It's not a 1 million special video either. I'm looking at you, Lex. Where the hell is that video?
I do my best.
But anyways, this Blood of the Dead intro cinematic, man, like this thing was, when it came out, and there's still nothing that we know of too much about Blood of the Dead yet. This is the only thing we've had that's come out about the map. We don't have any gameplay yet of the map as of right now. I imagine we get a gameplay trailer at some, specific time closer to launch, but we don't have one now. So we still really don't know the trueness of this cutscene and like what's the truth behind it, what is actually happening here. But what we do know is that it looks freaking amazing, dude. Like honestly, this is one of the best trailers slash intro cinematics I've ever seen Treyarch make. I don't know what it is exactly about it, but I think it's just the camera movement. It doesn't seem as static as normal. Like normally we have an intro cutscene and the camera's just like a normal, it's just a normal, standstill scene of the characters fighting, and then it cuts to another scene of the characters fighting. But this one was different. It showed almost like a flow of the entire map, like going through it, and it felt so great. And you can just tell that Treyarch spent a ton of time to perfect this intro, and we just got a lot to talk about today. We have so much to talk about, so many comments to get through, and basically I asked you guys on Twitter when this trailer dropped what your thoughts on it were, anything you guys pointed out about this intro cutscene that you want to let me know, and here is what you guys said. Let's go ahead and get right into the comments. Cameron says, why the F was your Cameron says, why the F was your reaction so intense, dude? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, it's the poster! It's the poster from before! Whoa!
Wait.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Listen. Okay, it's all because my girl Misty was there, dude. Like, let's be real here, okay? There was so many freaking times that we've said on this channel, dude, that Misty was going to come back. I recall an exact moment of time where I was talking with Ben, codename Pizza, about the fact that, mark my words, Misty will come back. There's no way they're just gonna leave those characters there on ice and do nothing with them. It's gonna happen. Someone watching this video in 2018, you look back on this video, you take this clip where I'm saying Misty will return, and you slap it somewhere on Twitter. I'll retweet it. The instant you tweet it out, not even joking, I will retweet it in 2018. It's gonna happen. They're gonna be back. They're not gonna. There's no way. There's no way that Treyarch is just gonna let them sit on ice forever.
They'll be back.
There's no way, man. And it happened. It happened right now in this intro cutscene. They finally showed up again. And whether or not that means we'll actually interact with them or not, I don't know. But we have a ton of comments in here theorizing about some of that stuff. It's just, that's what was insane for me, dude. I did not think they were ever gonna show any of the transit crew ever in an intro cutscene, and the fact that we saw just a glimpse has me really excited, because there's got to be something going on with them that we haven't seen yet. There's something going on with them. There's something we're gonna have to do with them in the map. I don't know, but that's what blew my mind, and that's why I was freaking out, dude. Because this Misty, you guys know the freaking memes. You already know, Cameron. You already know, bro. Noah says, my thought was in the new map there will be a new Brutus, like how they changed the Panzer from Origins to Der Eisendrache. So this is something that's pretty interesting. Noah has the idea that because Brutus when Brutus smacks like the little portal thing and goes, "I will be reborn," or whatever he says, right? He does that, and it sounds like the old Brutus as we know it is gonna be gone, and maybe we have some sort of upgraded Brutus or a different Brutus in Blood of the Dead that does completely different things. I don't know how much upgrade we could have Brutus be, but I would imagine if Brutus is in this map, which he has to be, right? Brutus has to be in here. It's just a staple of Mob of the Dead, right? And he says he's gonna be reborn, so I'm guessing we're gonna get some sort of different form of Brutus. Maybe he's more hectic, maybe he's faster, maybe he locks down more things than normal, maybe he does even other things, and maybe he shoots us or throws something at us. I don't know, but there's gonna be something different with him, I would imagine. So I absolutely agree with Noah here. This is one of the things that I think is most likely on this map, is they're gonna take a lot of the things that we remember from Mob of the Dead and completely turn it on its head and just have new features with all of it, right? So like the map itself is bigger than the original Mob of the Dead, and because of that, the map isn't a one-on-one, similarity to the original. It's not gonna be a direct copy of Mob of the Dead. It is Blood of the Dead. It's with the new crew. It's with the premise crew, right? It's not gonna be the Mob of the Dead crew here. We have the premise crew on a new version of Alcatraz, and there's so many new things they could do with that. And a new Brutus, definitely could see it, 100%. Jared says, never thought I would see a zombie yeet a door. Dude, I have to admit, like, that was something pretty crazy in that trailer. The zombies seem way more powerful than normal in this trailer. Like, there's just something about it that's pretty insane. It reminds me so much of like, almost like a World War Z vibe, right? Where the zombies are just running so fast and stuff. Definitely not like a Walking Dead vibe where, they're just walking slow. They're legit pounding through those doors, dude. And yeah, they just yeeted that door straight up. And I saw a comment that was really funny replying to this that basically said, but I bet we still have to buy the door though. And that's probably the case. But still though, I want to see more of that in trailers, Treyarch. I want to see more of zombies doing different things than we've seen before, because we've seen countless times and time again, like the zombies just, jumping on somebody and eating them or slapping them, because that's what they do in the map in Treyarch games. But we don't see a lot of the zombies doing like crazy stuff. It's just like outlandish. It's like, holy hell. They literally just bursted open that door like straight up, dude. I was not expecting that. So more of that, Treyarch. We love that stuff. That stuff is sick.
FBI, open up!
Michael says that trailer was hype, from camera angles to storyline. Treyarch has it down pat on how to make an awesome trailer. I agree. I think they're getting a lot better too. And something that I was pointing out at the beginning, it's just like the flow of this trailer is just so beyond anything else I've seen from Treyarch trailers. And I don't know if that's going to be a continuing thing in terms of Black Ops 4 cinematics, but I sure hope so, because it looked freaking awesome. The thing I love about Treyarch and just how they do cinematics is their strong suit has never been, wow, it looks like amazing. It looks like the best graphics in the world, right? It's not like a Sledgehammer cutscene in World War II where the graphics look outstanding. They have like their own sort of vibe to it. Like, it's just, I guess the best word to describe it is immersive. Like, Treyarch makes the most immersive cinematics I've ever seen. Like, they could literally make a cinematic of the characters just standing and talking, and their writing and the storyline being as immersive as it is, it gets you entranced into it just easily, right? And having that combination here in the Blood of the Dead trailer, where we have, the characters talking about, oh my god, things might be messed up, the Chronorium's changed, everything's effed up, and you have Richthofen talking to Richthofen, and then the other Richtofen's just like, dude, I don't know what the frick's going on right now, I have no clue. And then combine that with a sick flow of camera work, right? And just going through the whole map and seeing all the previous areas that you've seen. It has nostalgia, it has like creativity in there, it has new stuff, it has storyline hooks, it has immersion everywhere, and it's just, I honestly, like, this is one of the best trailers they've ever made, like, period. For a zombies trailer in any sort of way, this is one of the best things I've ever seen, because it just has so much. Like, I remember a couple years ago when we got the giant intro cutscene. The giant intro cutscene was insane, right? That was pretty awesome. But this is just like a whole nother level, dude. Like, seeing the characters just work together like that as a team is just, it's just unbelievable. Like, it just shows how far they've come too, and that's something I really love about these trailers, or about just Black Ops 4, is just how far these characters have come, like what to expect from this game, I have no idea, but it's just exciting, man. It really is. I agree, Michael. Lord Bancelot says, the intro cinematic is cool though, but why them hordes of zombies gonna disappear as soon as the round counter comes up? Like, what the F? They just realize it's dinner time or some shit. Bro, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is weird to think about, right? Like, we just had probably like a billion zombies on screen, and they're just gonna completely disappear when the round starts, dude. It's just gonna start up, there's gonna be no zombies, we're just gonna be on the dock, and we're just gonna be like, all right, lads, we here. Like, that's gonna be how it starts. You make a very good point. That is something kind of weird about all these intro cutscenes, when you see zombies everywhere, and it just starts out like none of them. Just how the game works, man. We are playing a video game after all. Golden says, do you think the Easter egg could be saving the transit crew, similar to Call the Dead, or maybe interacting with the transit crew to set them up for upcoming events? So that's what I was thinking, right? I think, or at least I don't know for sure, but the thing that I've been always talking with people about is if they brought the transit crew back in some way, in terms of voiceovers, right? If they have voice lines for the transit crew, I don't necessarily think we'll ever see them talk in a cutscene. I don't know how that would look, honestly. Just imagine Misty talking. Like, imagine Misty or Rustman or Marlton moving their mouth in like a full cinematic cutscene. I just can't see that. Now, that would be amazing, and I would absolutely die if I saw it, because that would be incredible and something we've never seen before from those characters, right? It'd be awesome. But I just don't think they'll do it, because we just haven't seen that before, and it kind of, we have that disconnect of never seen that before, so they might keep it that way. And I think what's going to happen is most likely, I agree with this, I think it's gonna be one of those things where if they do have the transit characters talk, I think it's gonna be one of those things where they talk off screen, kind of like Brock and Gary in Shangri-La, or kind of like how in Call of the Dead, like Golden is saying, you get to talk to the Ultimus crew behind the door and help them out, but you don't actually see them. That's what I think is gonna happen. Now, I don't know how it's gonna work, because we do see the transit crew in the pods, and I don't know if we're actually going to do anything with them at all. Again, we don't know, but I would imagine so, right? Like, if the transit crew is in pods and they're just sitting there, and Nikolai even makes note of it in the intro cutscene. Like, this isn't just like a freak thing where there's just like a small little Easter egg that they're there. They're in the intro cutscene. Everybody knows they're there, and everybody knows the lab is in Alcatraz, and you're gonna be able to probably go in the lab too, right? So all that combined, we gotta be able to do something with them. Something is going to happen with the transit crew. I don't know what, but something is going to happen with Victus, and that has me very excited, because we just haven't seen them in so long, and there's just so much that we had leading up to this with the comics, and I don't know. And then we got another comment from Self Reviver, sort of going along with this, saying, did you notice that the green ECG status on the pods, it's a long shot, but maybe, just maybe, there's a chance the condition of Victus will change, and we'll be able to tell from the changing color to amber or red. So basically on the modder right there, you got like that heart modder kind of thing, showing the status of the Victus crew, or Misty's pod, whatever. I think that's Misty's pod right there. So basically Self Reviver is saying, what if during an Easter egg or something, we have to like make sure that stays stable, and if it changes or something, we're doing something wrong, and it's sort of like a, you know, it shows that they're alive. And we do see it in the background, it shows they're alive, because it has a little heart rate monitor thing, right? So we have that in the background. They're still kicking. They there. They alive. Maybe we interact with that in some way. We got to. Like, there's too much hinting at interacting with them, man. Like, we have to. I completely agree with you guys. Like, if we don't, this is just gonna be stupid. Like, we have to be able to interact with them in some way. I don't know if we'll see them walk out or anything, but God, I don't know. Like, there's so many opportunities. I know there was like this big, you know, a lot of people are like rumoring that maybe like at the end of the Easter egg or something, you like swap places with the transit crew or something. Like, for the first time ever in a zombies map, you'd be able to switch crews mid-map. So like, say you do the entire Easter egg as premise and then you escape, but then the transit crew is still there, and you play the rest of the match as the Victus crew coming out of their pods. Like, that was just a rumor that was going around, and I don't know if that's in any way like a thing Treyarch could ever do, but that's just something I've heard a lot of people like talk about, just like in terms of like, what if, dude, what if that happens? And that would be just absolutely insane. Like, honestly, something like that, I would lose it, dude. So I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen, but that's what's exciting is I don't know what's gonna happen with Victus, and they're there though. They're there and they're kicking, so we'll just have to see. Provoke says, do you think the boss fight for Blood of the Dead will be a resurrected Brutus protecting a portal to escape Alcatraz? Or maybe the plane which will lead to a wormhole/portal and the boss fight Brutus will be on the Golden Gate Bridge. So basically Provoke is saying, do you think that the boss fight will be an upgraded Brutus, right? So Provoke is thinking that when Brutus says, I will be reborn, like just, you know, he dies, but he's gonna come back as a giant new boss or something like that, or just a huge upgraded Brutus that we have to fight in a boss fight. That would be pretty insane, honestly. I could totally see that, because we were just talking about how Brutus might be upgraded, and instead of him just being upgraded a little bit, he could just be upgraded to a complete boss level, right? And maybe we fight him on the Golden Gate Bridge or something in an Easter egg, and the bridge is expanded or something. That would be nuts. That would be absolutely nuts. Oh my God, that's such a good idea, Provoke. I love it. I love it. Sean says, near the end of the trailer, we see the crew on the part of the map where PhD and Mule Kick is, but we also see the crew reach a point on the dock where it breaks off, so they could have PhD and Mule still over there, but we can't reach because the dock is broken. Classic Treyarch. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see PhD and Mule. Maybe we'll see Mule Kick, but I don't think we'll see PhD in Mob of the Dead again, because it's just, PhD just doesn't make sense anymore. Like, it just doesn't. Unless they make it basically banana colada, right? It's not gonna really do anything. And I don't want, to be completely honest with you guys, this is a small opinion. Yes, I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with this, but I don't even want dolphin diving back in zombies, dude. I want sliding, dude. Listen, do you know how much more fun it is for me to play zombies and be able to do that slide jump where you're constantly jumping and sliding and going fast around the map? That's so much more fun to me than dolphin diving once and then basically being prone and dying by zombies, right? So I like sliding. I'm fine if PhD never comes back into zombies. It doesn't bother me at all. But if PhD was reworked in some way and changed up and made a lot better and it goes with sliding, now I could be all over that, right? So I don't know, we'll have to see, but I doubt PhD is gonna be accessible, and maybe you're right, maybe the dock is completely broken right there, and they're just gonna have the PhD and Mule Kick like off to the side once again. You're just gonna be like, oh my God, why? Why? They could totally do that, I could totally see that. Benji says, I swear that in the poster, the guy on there looks like Diego. This is something a lot of people have been pointing out to me, a lot of people have been talking about, is that the Escape from the Tomb poster, the original poster that we had on Mob of the Dead, where we had to, throw our Hell's Retriever at it and all that kind of stuff, that poster, the guy on there that's in the intro, because they rip it open in the intro of this cinematic, it looks like Diego from the Chaos storyline. Why? Why does it look so much like him? Treyarch, what are you doing? I thought there was no connection between the two storylines. It looks exactly like him. The same shirt, the same everything. Like, what? I don't understand. If you guys don't want us to think the storylines are connected, why did you make him literally be on the poster? Like, I don't think this is a coincidence. It literally is him. It looks exactly like him. I'm so confused. Like, I don't get this at all. Jason, I don't get this. Help me out here. I don't get it. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of people have been pointing that out, and it's just insane to me. It really is. Sammy says, I can't wait to see the wonder weapons for this map. I don't know if it's gonna be the Retriever and Blundergat again, or if they're gonna go for something completely different. This is something that, kind of goes with what we've been talking about as well. Because this map is a different Mob of the Dead. It's not Mob of the Dead remastered. It is literally Blood of the Dead. It is its own thing. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's no afterlife on this map. I wouldn't even be surprised at all, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see certain things from Mob of the Dead back into this map and we see other sort of wonder weapons in this map. I don't know. I really don't know. Now, I do think the Blundergat will be in there in some way because it's just such a fan favorite weapon. Same with the Hell's Retriever. I think the Retriever will be in there 100%. But I have a feeling if they're in there, I feel like there's gonna be something changed about them or something else we can do with them. Maybe not like elemental Blundergats, right? Like that would probably be a little too crazy, a little bit too much like Origins and Horizon Drag. But I could just see something changing or something being added to sort of freshen things up a bit, because the map is already being changed and added upon as well. Why not add upon the things we've already had, like the Blundergat and the Hell's Redeemer? Hell, like wouldn't it be sick if you could upgrade the Redeemer like a third time or something instead of just once? So you have the Retriever, then you can upgrade to the Redeemer. Maybe there's like a third upgrade where you can get like the Hell's Reviver and it's like green and you can throw it at a teammate and revive them. Like that would be sick, right? So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like really, really cool stuff that could potentially happen with this map. We just really don't know. And I don't know, man. Like, we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see with a lot of this stuff. Moving on from that, Jason says, is it just me, or does this trailer mirror the original Mob the Dead trailer, but with our crew working as a team to survive to the end, unlike how the original inmates were selfish in the intro and all die at the end? It really makes me appreciate it more. It's a really nice parallel, or actually not really a parallel, more like a contrast to the original thing, but it's good parallel structure nevertheless, because it does seem designed that way, right? It does seem designed in a way of, this is a true squad together who's working together, and they survive that initial encounter with the zombies, right? We don't know if they'll survive, you know, long term in the map, right? Because it still hasn't happened. But in terms of the intro, in terms of running through the map, they worked as a team. The camera movement was one continuous flow for a lot of it. That just seemed very, very good. Like, they were just working so good together. And you saw them all doing their different sort of stuff. You saw maybe like Richthofen. I think there's a couple of shots in there where Richthofen or one of the characters is being overrun and somebody else shoots them, or maybe it was Richthofen that shot them. Like, there's just a lot of teamwork here that we don't see at all in the Mob the Dead intro. And it's true, man. It's true. Like, it does make me appreciate this intro more, because it's kind of like how the mobsters messed up in theirs. This is what could have happened. Like, this is like, you know, if an A team was in there instead. And I really like that. I really like that a lot, actually. Let's see. 1 second. So now we read a bunch of comments, it's time to go to our bonus section of today's video, which is all from the channel members here on the channel. And if you guys don't know what channel members are or what sponsorships are on the channel, YouTube has changed the name from sponsors to members recently, but basically they're the hardcore guys who basically want to pay monthly to the channel to support it. And again, I've never really asked anyone to do this, but we have so many people doing this now, especially with the streams and everything, and it helps me out so much as a college student, as someone who literally like is doing this as a part-time job as they're going to school every day. Like, it just means the world to me that there's hardcore guys out there that want to support me on this channel. So thank you guys so much. If you are a sponsor or a member on this channel, I really appreciate it. But these comments are going to come from the sponsors in the Discord. So I have a sponsor things people say chat in the Discord, where if you're a sponsor of the channel and you have your YouTube account linked to your Discord account, you can leave some comments when I'm doing one of these in that sponsor things people say chat, and I picked some of those for the bonus section of this series. So if you guys just want to join the Discord and not even be a sponsor, you can totally do that as well. Just down in the description below, join it. It's free for everybody to join. We're all about building a community going into Black Ops 4, discord.gg/JCBackfire. But this bonus section is always going to be about the sponsors, the hardcore guys that benefit me, because I got to give back to them in some way just for being awesome. So these comments are from the sponsor chat on the Discord, and one is from Luz saying, I'm really interested in how the Chronorium changed, when it changed, and if these changes are in reference to events we've already experienced. So that's something really, really noticeable, right? Is that there's something wrong here, right? There's something wrong in what is going on in this map. This scene, and look, I'm always gonna be more of a storyline guy than a gameplay guy, right? I know a lot of you guys probably don't know that, but I'm attached to zombies because of the story. I love the story of zombies, and this cutscene has me so intrigued because the Chronorium has changed. The pages are different. Richthofen is saying completely different things to Richthofen than he did in the comic book. This does not line up at all with the comic book scene that we saw when they go down there and get Victus's blood. It doesn't match. There's something different about it, right? It's hell on earth for them instead of just getting there and leaving. Like, they literally are stuck there compared to just getting there and leaving in the comics, right? So what does that mean? Does that mean that Revelations is truly not the end? Does that mean that this one Richthofen is actually a post-Revelations Richthofen and he's coming here to break the cycle? Does that mean that this Richthofen is a past Revelations or before Revelations Richthofen, and he somehow figured out about what would happen later in Revelations and he's trying to break the cycle? Are they even trying to break the cycle? What is going on? We just don't know. We don't know. But what has me excited is that idea of us not knowing. Like, it would be different if the cutscene was exactly the same as the comics, right? It would still be hype, we'd still be excited to see it because it'd be seeing those comics come to life and seeing, you know, Blood of the Dead is just awesome in general. But the fact that it's different has me really intrigued. I really don't know if the story of the Premise crew is going to end in this map or not. And that's what has me really excited. I don't know if the Ether story is going to end. You know, and there's a bunch of people out there who have been saying stuff like, is the Ether storyline going to end with Classified and Blood of the Dead? Is that going to be it? And then from here on out, we have the Chaos story as the new story, right? I don't know. I really don't know. And that's why I want to ask you guys down below in this video today. If you're still watching the video and you've gotten to this point, I want you guys to put down below if you think Blood of the Dead and Classified is the end of the Ether storyline, or do you think it will keep going after Blood of the Dead? Because things have changed. The storyline has changed. What we knew about this scene in Mob of the Dead in Alcatraz is not the same way as it was before. So what does that mean? Does that mean we have more stuff to come? Does that mean we're actually breaking the cycle? I don't know, but I wanted to ask you guys that question because that's probably one of the biggest questions on today's video, and it's really intriguing. And that's what has me hooked into playing Blood of the Dead, because I want to know what's going to happen with these characters. Is this the end for them? Is this just a last piece of the puzzle of the storyline and Revelations is truly the end? Or is there something else going on here? That's what I want to know. That's one of the biggest questions of the day. So tell me that in the comments section below, guys. We got another sponsored comment from Just Dempsey or Zigzag saying, Richthofen looks genuinely afraid and has no idea what's happening for once. I love this cutscene. That's one of my favorite things about this cutscene as well. And we got another sponsored comment going with this, which is just so good about this cutscene. As Yates says, one thing I noticed about Richthofen in the trailer is that he seems very concerned and scared about what he should do when he reads the Chronorium again. He is always a super confident character who has a plan set in stone. And also when they're trying to escape from the prison at the end, he's not shooting any zombies. He looks extremely disoriented and horrified. He gets dragged out the door by Dempsey, which shows how much his character has truly changed. That's the thing, right? That's one of the best things about this cutscene, is just how shook Richthofen is. I mean, he literally throws the Chronorium. It's basically the Bible of the zombies universe, right? And he throws it. No even second guessing, just like, you son of a bitch! Like, just throws it, dude. Just yeets it out the way. Like, he is shook, man. So something is definitely happening with his character. And then again, there's also that scene where he says, my blood. Like, he says, my blood? You can't possibly, expect me to, all that kind of stuff. So it sounds like, I don't know, but there's something he has to do now that has completely shook him. And it's mad interesting. I don't know if he's gonna have to sacrifice himself in some way. I don't know, but he's shook, dude. He's really concerned, and it is definitely a different sort of side of him that we haven't seen too much of before. We've seen him crazy before. We've seen him unhinged. This time he literally looks scared. He actually looks scared this time, and just worried and just shook in every single way. And it's different, man. I love it. I love it too. Lou also said as well, one thing worth noting is that the reactions to it at the end of the Zetsubo Easter egg, where they were coming back after they just went to the lab, you'd think they'd be much more pissed at Richthofen if they had to deal with the events in Blood of the Dead. So yeah, that's something in Zetsubo as well, is we don't really get the idea that they had a whole zombies apocalypse or whatever in Blood of the Dead. It just sounds like they went there and came back, just like the comic books said. So again, things have changed. They've completely changed. Our last comment comes from Cyber, who says, I feel bad for Brutus in the beginning cutscene for Mob of the Dead. Yeah, I do too. My boy, he didn't deserve that, dude. He did not deserve that at all. That was kind of sad. Like, his eyes just kind of like started smoking from hitting that portal. I don't know what my boy was trying to do, but he'll be back. I guarantee you he'll be back. He'll be back in some way. This has been me, JC. I hope you guys enjoyed this Things We Will Say on Blood of the Dead. Again, sorry it took so freaking long to upload this video. I know, but if you guys are excited for Blood of the Dead, be sure to hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. You guys know that I love doing videos like this, and I'm just so freaking excited for the future in Black Ops 4 and just all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna be playing the Blackout beta all freaking week, you guys already know. And then also as well, just on launch of this game, I have no idea all the sort of content I'll be making, because there's just so much. We got Blood of the Dead 9, Classified, Voyage of Despair, and Blackout in terms of stuff that I'm gonna be covering, and that's just crazy. So I really appreciate you guys watching and sticking around, because I know this video was a super long one, and I know this video took a long one to make, but I appreciate the support, every single bit of it. A couple of things I always want to say before the video ends is if you guys haven't joined the Discord, be sure to join it down in the description below, discord.gg/jcbacker. I have to mention it again. Also as well, if you want to be a sponsor or member of the channel and want to get in on some of the benefits, like having the opportunity to possibly be in the bonus section of Things People Say and just get access to this sponsor role in the Discord and the sponsor only chat on our streams, that's down in the description as well if you guys want to do that. You do not have to at all. It's just for the hardcore guys, and I appreciate every single one of you. But this has been me, JC. Like I said a billion times in the video, sorry, I need to go now. This video's been long enough. But I will see you guys on the next video. I will see you guys on the next streams. It's gonna be a great freaking year, boys. I'm hyped. I can't wait for the Blood Dead gameplay trailer whenever it's gonna come. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.